Hey there, welcome back to Cisco Reads Books. Today we got a review for you, and it's a Necroscope Book 5, Deadspawn by Brian Lumley. So I'll read you the back and we'll see where we're at, because if you're at this review, then you probably read at least up until Book 5. So, here it goes. High tide in a sea of blood, and for Harry Keogh, Necroscope, the tide has finally turned. Always the champion of the living and the dead alike, now Harry is shunned by all men. Always a hunter of the evil that stalks the night, now he in turn is hunted. Always the hero, now he is the plague bearer, the menace, the monster. But yet his greatest battle will be with himself, with the thing inside, for the Necroscope is now a vampire. Forsaken by the teeming dead, pursued by the espers of E-Branch, Harry has a choice: to be banished, hounded right out of his world, or to release the plague which he carries within himself upon all humanity. So this is book 5. So this is the end of the original quintet of books, and it does not disappoint. Definitely one of the more frantically paced books of Brian Lumley's and just the Necroscope series in general. But it is absolutely phenomenal. Lots of action, lots of different POVs that you get. We're following, I think, 3 or 4 different POVs throughout the story, with, I think, like five parts to the story as a whole. Yeah, something like that. And just a phenomenal book. I mean, this as the crowning achievement to the Necroscope series as it was intended before it got longer after this. This was a phenomenal book. Harry Keogh obviously is going through some changes as far as his fight with Janus has left him becoming a vampire. Because of his connection with Fyodor Ferenzi in book 4, and just the absolute horrible circumstances that Harry Keogh has gone through in these first 5 books is just amazing. Literally every guy this guy comes in contact with, or is even like slightly friends with, they're not safe. The amount of heartbreak that this man has been through throughout 5 novels is just absolutely amazing that he's still even mentally capable of handling daily life. Yeah, just absolutely horrific circumstances for anybody that's a friend to Harry Keogh. But yeah, so he's being hunted by E-Branch in this book very hard, and basically anybody that helps him is also in danger. And a lot of main characters that we know throughout the series are brought back together. Zed and Darcy Clark and all of the people that we've come to know and love throughout the first 4 books are all back in this book. To either, detriment to their health and happiness, or, other events. But yeah, Harry is caught between being Harry Keogh and the vampire that's inhabiting his body as well. So the struggle between Harry trying to stay good while the vampire inside him is telling him to do bad and evil things, is a great dichotomy of like how torn he is in this book. And like, as this ends that first quintet of books that I was talking about, like, this was definitely worth book 4 being the lead up to this book. Just as a whole, this is just a fantastically plotted novel, and one that is just phenomenal. Um, the the rating as it goes is a 10 for plot, 100%. A 10 for characterization and just the cast of characters as a whole, and I would say probably a 9 for the setting. So so we have a 10 for plot, a 10 for characterization, and a 9 for setting. And that leaves us with a 29 overall out of 30. I mean, this was a banger of a book. Like I said, it was completely worth, as if you've made it this far, you've watched the review for book 4. I wasn't enamored by it. There was definitely the sense of book 4 setting up something huge for book 5, and it felt like a setup novel. I mean, it was a complete story in its own right, but it definitely had the feel of being the setup for a giant book 5, and it doesn't disappoint. We see both the normal world, also known as Hell World, by the vampires, and we also see the vampire homeworld, and the aftermath of the Battle of the Garden that we had with Harry Keogh and his son, in book 3. So we go back to that world eventually, and just crazy shit happens. And for this being book 5 in a series, I think this was like definitely the best one of the series so far. There was lots of action. There was lots of romance. There was lots of Brian Lumley explicit sex scenes and all the gruesomeness that we've come to love from the Necroscope series. And just a phenomenal book. The ending will leave you breathless. I won't go into that too much, just in case you're watching this video and haven't read book 5 yet. But yeah, the ending will leave you pretty good. But yeah, no, this is fantastic. Necroscope book 5, Deadspawn, 29 out of 30, 5 out of 5 on Goodreads. This was the culmination of the first 5 books that I was wanting, and I got it plus some. So yeah, like if you are watching this video and have not read book 5 yet, what are you doing? You go pick it up right now. Start reading it, because this shit is phenomenal. So yeah, go pick it up, go read it. If you've read book 5, I would love to chat about it with you in the comments. Just, be mindful of spoilers, just in case somebody stumbles across the video and has not read it yet. But yeah, definitely fantastic. Can't wait to jump into book 6 and continue and see where this goes, because at this point, there's so many threads that this could go that I'm just excited to see where the series goes from here. And yeah, just a phenomenal job. Brian Lumley, what a master of making vampires actually interesting again. So, with that being said, until next time, read, because reading is fundamental.